What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome everyone to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. They'll go to the ground. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Using his feet to buy time. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Fires to the tight end. He stepped out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. The Gamecocks have this offense rolling. Gonna run it. It's Beckham. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to scramble. Throwing on the run. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And it's no good. And guys, after the miss, no change. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Finds a man on the right. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. To the air on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Yeah, and in third and short, it's a great place to be for an offense. You got the whole playbook available, and they choose to pass, and the defense did a really good job playing the pass. And fourth down now is decision time for you.
Makes a grab, past the marker. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On fourth down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense. He keeps the drive alive.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. And the Gamecocks didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, South Carolina. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments.
He's got it. He got a foot down along that left sideline. You know what it takes to make a throw like that. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it first and 10 just outside the 40. Find some fresh air. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Gamecocks with the first and 10. Right back to the well. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with second and 13. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But
breaks into the open. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. And the Gamecocks are threatening in the red zone. He'll do it himself. Running through contact. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They turn to the passing game on third and short. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Great job of execution in the passing game. QB and his target on the exact same page. The extra point now is going to tie this thing up. They've got some real momentum here heading in at halftime.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Still looking on the move. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. That's reeled in. It's Beckham. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. The coverage team was down there to corral. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll try the left side. Oh, what a move. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires to the big fella. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Beckham. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Gamecocks have their offense in high gear. Grab behind the line. It's cheap. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. The Gamecocks come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Wants to go up top on first down. Rushes on him. Might be looking to run. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And the Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got it in the middle. It's cheap. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. The best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
So first down will open up the final period. Quarterback running on the draw. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Gamecocks in a good spot here with second and short. On the ground, it's Beckham. Turning it on. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And obviously, if you're going to be in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy, you got to be putting out big stat games week in, week out. He's been doing it all season long and obviously had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again here today in a game where a lot of Heisman Trophy voters, they're watching this one.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Run the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He stopped right there, short of the first down, and this defense trying to preserve the lead. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Hauls it in, the first down and more. suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the fourth. Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, South Carolina. And they take it in for 6 more points. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is...
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in. Touchdown, Tigers! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
What a great game, tied late in the ball game. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score's tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Bringing the heat. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Pulls it in. It's Beckham. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the 4th, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining moment in this game. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. This offense has it with really good field position. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you've got to use your timeout. You've got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Well, points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stops to get the victory.
Yeah, good news, bad news scenario, I guess. Good news is you're going to score. This offense looks like they can be explosive and they can light up the scoreboard. Bad news, though, David, they've got a lot to clean up on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and welcome to college football nowadays, right? This is how it works, a ton of points. Defenses learn as you go, but you got to get better. You got to force some turnovers, create those negative plays. Just can't give up so many points.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to College Station, Texas, Kyle Field, over the 12th man, and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on another SEC rival, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads it left. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him... much. Now we'll hang on here. The coach is calling timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Takes the handoff. It's Beckham. Oh, he's got some space. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Leaves it with the back.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. He'll sneak it. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollack off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollack cut blocked. Maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
And the Gamecocks lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Beckham. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They'll run for it on third and short. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. He now has 85 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. They've been great on third down. Now to finish the deal on first and goal. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Power ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll give it to the back. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Caught in the backfield. It's Burgess. There he goes. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Got enough for the first. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. First and 10 from the 50. Motion from the wide receiver. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. The give to the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way than offense.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run down in the second half if they're going to win this game. You wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime. Maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. And the Gamecocks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's got it on the run. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense just can't find any answers.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Yeah, And listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air on first down. On target. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Going to throw it over the top of the D. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. Oh, and he missed it. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking for a crease. It's Beckham. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
Just a short pass to the tight end. That had all the makings of Von Beek windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping it from getting the first? Snap from the gun on third down. Here's a heat. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
I like the execution by this defense. Nice job, situational football, right? Like understanding where the sticks are. You probably know they're going to pass the football on this down. Great job breaking on the football in the quarter.
Converts on fourth down. Still going. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
They go to the ground. He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Gamecocks pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Fakes to grab. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. And the Gamecocks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Here's the handoff. Knocked off his feet.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
Wants to go up top. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Can't make the connection. Looking downfield on 1st down. With the catch, it's Daniels.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Man, he has been the definition of consistent all year long. You talk about building a team. You get a guy like this that you can hand the football, and he makes play after play after play. That's why he...
Touchdown, Gamecocks. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime. Oh, it's loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts the drive, trying to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Landry.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll pull it on the read. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Off the play fake. Pocket breaking down. He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Firing to the right, complete. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. Wide receiver comes in motion. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Breaks into the open. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. The Gamecocks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll ride the hot hand. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. The short hands, it's Landry. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Caught near the sticks. It's Gage. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. The Aggies have it with a 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Runs through the tackle. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Keep it on the ground. Turning it on. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. The Aggies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. After this, it'll be a wrap. to the air on second down. Fires toward the end zone. And that pass is incomplete. They were going for the consolation touchdown, but to no avail, and that's going to do it for this one. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. no position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. To the ground with the back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Gives it on the option. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. Takes a hit as he fires. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution.
Wide open spaces. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Talking to the coaching staff coming into this game, they said explosive plays are going to be big for us. When we get our opportunities, we got to be able to hit on them, and you saw one right there that time, doing it on the ground on the opening drive of the game. That just shows you this offense, they are locked in and in tune and on the same page.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Fights off a defender. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, give on the inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Makes the grab. It's Cheek. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they're going to have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. He breaks a tackle. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his...
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. He now has 84 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing. Runs through a tackle.
Well, this running back has been the only guy who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. The game, originally held during the State Fair in Columbia as Big Thursday, was officially named the Palmetto Bowl in 2014. The trophy came a year later, replacing the old Hardee's Bowl trophy.
Very apropos. A silver palm tree for the Palmetto Bowl. That makes sense, David. This is the biggest sporting event in the state of South Carolina. I know this is a game that you and I have really enjoyed watching over the years.
I mean, so much fun, and the definition, Jesse, of hate all throughout the state. And bragging rights to whoever wins this football game and gets that trophy.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Off play action. Unleashes 1 deep. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. 2nd down coming up. Back to pass. Unloads to the right. He's got it. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And for they'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Going right and going deep. He's got it on the outside. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
This offense not wasting any time. 1st play of the 3rd quarter, and they're aggressive, taking a shot. You know they had some conversations in the locker room at halftime. How can we get a big one right out of the gate? Defense isn't going to be expecting it. They took the shot, they hit it, and this offense is humming.
Right down the middle. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And that one will put him up here in the 2nd half. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. The running back has it. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll try the run. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Using his legs, it's Beckham. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Daniels. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. The short hands, it's cheap. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll leave it with him. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gamecocks will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. And the punt team able to ground. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in the groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
You just wonder how much panic there is right now in the defense.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. On fourth down, looking for the completion. It's complete to the right. He's not going to get there. A big stop for this defense on fourth down. The quarterback takes a knee. Anytime South Carolina takes down Clemson, as it just did in this rivalry game, you can expect them to get a little bit cocky, and they deserve it. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.